As you can see, we're over at Captain John's Pond Harbor, and this is day number 2 of the PaddleFest, and this is the day where they're having competition. This is the first of the morning, got off just a little after 8 a.m. But see, they're all bunched up just like bicyclists do, and they'll start stretching out. This is the 10K and the 30K. 30K is the longest. It's going around the lake, the whole lake. 10K is going down to the dam and back. You'll be a little tired when they get back.
Where do you want it to go?
Wow. Well, they have a lot of vendors here. I wasn't able to get to a lot of them when I was out yesterday, so let's see who's here today.
Gents and ladies, look at that form. That is textbook racing form right there. That is no rookie there, folks.
That's Captain
He
John
stole those
himself.
shoes off a dead hippie last week, but he's still paddling good.
He's going to be in the band this afternoon.
Right. Put this one on too?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. So you can go in the water in these.
Absolutely.
Okay, what's so special about these shoes?
These shoes can be worn in or out of water, with or without socks.
Uh-huh.
You can wash them right in the wash machine. Inside is a wire mesh, so everything, there won't be sticks and stones going inside there to hurt your feet. They're protecting your feet for any kind of foreign, anything in the water that you don't see possibly.
Wow.
They don't slide around on any wet surfaces.
Really?
And what else? They don't slide, and they don't mark the floors. Okay.
Wow, how cool.
But yeah, and they're only they're $49.95 here in Big Bear. We normally sell them $59.95 online.
Oh, I see. Well, if they want to buy them and you're not here on this weekend, they should go online then?
Absolutely, yeah.
And what's the website?
It's www.cooltoesbygla.com.
Okay, I'm
It's
going
right
to film up there.
There's also it's right up behind you too.
Yeah, right. Cool Toes by
Glagla.
Glagla.
Yes.
Man, these are cool. And look at the colors.
And the colors. The
Now,
colors
these
are
are
fabulous.
fashionable.
Exactly.
They're great. And they're $49.95 online.
No, $59.95
Oh,
online.
$59.99 online.
Right.
out a
They
little
may
bit.
be a little bit stretched.
I'm up close. And this is the Hobie. The Hobie boards. These are made, I think, in Laguna.
So that's why that
Hobie's a West Coast company. They make the Hobie cats too. They make a lot of things. We're going to chat with them and see what they're all about.
Okay.
Hobie boards.
So this is Hobie Boards here, and they've been one of the leaders in providing stand-up paddle boards, which is actually a sport that was born in Hawaii, and they've been doing for the last, well, the Beach Boys were doing it.
Really?
My understanding is 40, 50 years ago.
Really?
And it had a rebirth in maybe 5, 6 years ago in Hawaii by a guy named Laird Hamilton, who was the big promoter of it in Hawaii, and it's been brought over here. And the last 3 or 4 years, it started up on the coast of California.
Wow.
And it's pretty amazing. And Hobie, in the race that's going on right now, the 10K that's there,
how many stand-up do we have in there?
I think there was maybe a dozen people this year.
Sure.
But I think this is such a great venue that you're going to see, instead of a dozen people, you might see upwards to 50 to 100 people next year.
Oh, I'll bet.
Just the sport is really
Becoming so popular. And you see it on TV now, too.
Yep.
And it was, 2 years ago, the woman from stood up from Catalina to Long Beach.
I think it was just this last year.
Last
And
year.
She had the whale that came up next to her for about 30,
That's
40
right.
minutes or so.
And that got a lot of publicity. Now, Hobie board, stand-up board is much longer, of course, than a surfboard.
Correct.
Very different.
Although there's some of the boards that they're surfing are coming down to about the standard size of a longboard.
Really?
In the 8 to 9 foot, 10 foot range.
Wow.
This board here is 14 feet, and it's made to be a racing or a cruising board, where you get out and whether you're racing it or just taking it out for a nice long.
Sure.
I take this out on Lake Arrowhead.
Oh, do you?
And it's really a great sensation when you get out there and the water is as glassy it is right now. It's like kind of cutting through butter.
Oh,
and,
wow.
Now when the wind comes up, the wind's not your friend. Your body acts as a sail, and it's a whole different element that you're paddling.
That woman that came from Catalina,
Yes.
boy, she had a time, I'll bet. I mean, just standing on the board.
I believe she did paddle that in about 10 hours or so, 10,
Yes,
11
she
hours.
did.
And that's something.
Well, Hobie, of course, makes Hobie craft.
Hobie
And
has a long
makes a
history.
whole line of.
I think they started in the early 50s.
Uh-huh.
And Hobie Alter started developing surfboards down in Dana Point. And then out of that grew the different sailing and the Hobie Cat. And they've been kind of a leader in the design of different watercraft for that would make it almost 60 years or so.
That's right. That's great.
It's pretty neat.
Now, these are available at sporting goods
Different
stores.
dealers, all around.
North Shore Trading up here.
North Shore Trading is one of the people who's distributing the Hobie boards.
Oh, good.
And,
So come over to Fawnskin, folks. North Shore Trading's over here.
yeah.
Well, great. Well, thanks. I'm really impressed. We have Jordan Romero, who is our 13-year-old mountain climber. He went out. He's on the 10K stand-up right now.
Super. 13 years of age.
Yeah.
You know, the person who came in second in the Battle of the Paddle, where we had 350, 400 people in Dana Point at Doheny last October, is a person named Slater Trout, and he came in second out of that large professional group.
Wow.
And I think he's 15 years of age.
Wow, isn't that
So
great?
it's amazing. We've got this whole new generation who's coming
You
up.
betcha, and they
That's
want
pretty
to
exciting.
accomplish things,
Yes.
and
yes.
they're doing it. Well, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Well, you got to watch out, folks. There's a lot of flies around here. Of course, they're fishing flies. Hi there.
Hi, Ron.
Look at that. Big Bear Fishing Adventures, folks. Catch me if you can. Spin and fly shop. Well, you can do lake, river, and stream fishing. Of course, the lake is right here, and you're local.
Yes,
How
sir.
cool is that?
Very cool.
So you take people out and teach them how to fly cast.
Yes, we do.
Now, a lot of people don't know. They think you have to do it from the shore, but they do have the inner tubes, and where you slide down in them,
Yes.
which is right here.
It's called the float tube.
Float tube, and then you can get away from shore and close to patties and things.
And you also can do it on a kayak or canoe or a stand-up board, which the Hobie guy has done before.
Yes.
And our fly shop is located inside North Shore Trading Company, which sells the kayaks and the canoes.
Good.
And so that's where our boat in our picture and our logo comes in place. And
How
it's
cool.
a very nice mesh for both of us.
And it's fun.
It is fun. There's nothing like catching a fish off a fly rather than power bait.
I know it.
It's exciting.
Now, a fly doesn't sink. It just sits on the top, and then the fish comes up.
They have dry flies and wet flies. Dry flies float. Wet flies will sink.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Depends on what you're trying to catch
Yeah.
and where they're located. And our specialty is finding the fish and showing you where to go.
Oh, right.
And
The
this
guy
is
that
Mike
used.
and Susan Tuttle.
Oh, hi, Mike and Susan. The guy who used to do it years ago pretty much settled in the Boulder Bay area.
Uh-huh.
He had a lot of good luck in there.
Yes,
but
we do
I
that
guess
also.
any cove. I mean, it isn't good to go out in the middle of the lake and fly fish.
No, it's good in the coves.
Too choppy.
Yeah. And you teach?
Yes, sir.
That is great.
Yeah, we offer, I believe it's a 4-hour lesson,
Uh-huh.
and they will learn how to fish.
Wow.
Fly fish.
And tell them what's included with that.
What's included? You tell them.
Included with the 4-hour lesson is your lunch, soda, water and also a fly kit that you take home with you.
Oh,
That's
wow.
part of that lesson.
Oh yeah, look
So
at
that
that.
once we teach the people how to do it,
Sure.
they have something to continue practicing and really get down the sport.
Right.
And we are also we are licensed and registered here out of Captain John's.
Cool.
So
You're all legal and
yes,
raring to
bonded,
go.
insured, everything, and we have guides. So this is our first year, and we're excited.
Oh, good. I am too, because we've never had this in years and years. And fly fishing is a fun sport, and it keeps you going. You know, you're always casting the fly out and then bringing it back.
You'll never get bored.
You never get bored.
It's not like
if you still fish, you sit there with it down 15, 20
in a rod
feet.
holder on the shore reading a book,
I know.
and that's not fishing in
No,
my idea.
it's not. And these are available over at North Shore Trading Company.
Correct, yes.
These floats, and it's so cool.
We also have rods.
Oh yeah, here's a rod right over my head.
We have rods and reels.
Sage,
Over there.
Akuma, Orvis carry a lot of really nice products.
Sure.
And we are making custom rod holders, either that hang on the wall or that also have a stand, and it will accommodate both the fly and the spin
Now
fishing.
you're in this business for good, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
I
Yes,
mean,
we're
you've
going
got
for it.
everything. You got
T-shirts.
hats, you got T-shirts. I
And-
love that. Catch me if you can.
Thank
That is
you.
that's what the fish says.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fly vests.
Oh yeah. Fly vests are neat. They hold all the flies. Yeah.
And we'll have waiters and a lot more coming in the shop.
If it's a little cold, or you know, if you're doing it in the fall or something, you might want. I've seen the waiters on while they're floating.
We do.
Yeah.
We do that
Because,
and a
you know, it's a
wetsuit.
little warmer,
You
like a
name it.
wetsuit. Yeah, that's great. Well, good. That's Big Bear Fishing Adventures, folks. And there's their phone number. Let me zoom in on that. It's a 909, of course. It's 436-8882. Boy, that's an easy one. 436-8882.
And we also have a website. It's
what's the website?
www.bigbearfishingadventures.com.
Wow, what a unique name.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
Okay, you two. Congratulations. And folks,
Thank you.
give them a call. Have fun fly fishing. Yeah. Hi, Janet Dooley. How are you?
there, Ron. How you doing?
Good. You and Jim own North Shore Trading Company.
Right,
How
right.
long have you owned it?
This is our 8th year
Eighth
now.
year.
Yeah, can you
Cool.
believe it?
And time flies so
Yeah,
fast,
so fast, so fast.
when you're having fun. But you have a lot of things for outdoor activities.
Right, for boating, for canoeing
For-
and kayaking.
right.
Right.
And you got beautiful kayaks.
Oh,
I
thank
love
you.
the Canadian ones.
I know, aren't those gorgeous, those canoes,
Oh,
those
all
wooden ones?
handmade,
Yes, right.
wood,
Right.
and all
Right.
of that.
The red cedar strips are just so pretty.
Right. Oh,
This
they even
is-
have kayak covers.
Yeah, this is a friend of ours. We sell these in the store as well, and she's too shy to get on camera right now, but
Uh-huh.
she makes a canoe kayak cover. She makes these leashes, yak slings, which means you can carry your canoe kayak. There's a paddle cover. Quite a
Uh-huh.
few things there.
I can't get over how popular stand-up paddling is getting.
I know, can you believe that? We have so many racers come here, and it was so nice having Hobie here
I know
doing
it.
the clinics. It was just great.
And you're a Hobie distributor.
Yes, we are now.
Yeah, so
come to us if you need
folks,
a
if you
Hobie.
want a Hobie board,
Right, right,
come over to North Shore Trading Company.
right.
These are so neat over here. Now, in addition to this, you still have your clothing?
Yes, we do. We have
Yeah.
clothing. We have summer clothing now, and we'll have the fall coming in probably September.
I know. You
Yeah.
have beautiful clothing.
And-
Quality clothing at reasonable prices.
Right, right.
I mean, I've been in many times, and
Thanks.
they're very reasonable.
And we got Keen footwear, shoes
Oh, really?
and sandals, and we have some jewelry, and we have some cabin decor, some other things in there.
Wow,
Yeah.
how neat. A passport.
Passport, right.
Yeah, well, that's cool. So get over here, folks. If you've never been to North Shore Trading, and you're going to do a chamber mixer.
Yes, on August 10th.
August 10th.
We'll have a mixer at our place.
So you chamber members,
Yep.
come over and pack them.
Right.
And then go in and look at everything they have. And ladies, bring your credit card.
Right.
Because you've got to buy something from the store.
We take all your plastic. No excuses.
Okay, Janet, thanks so much.
Thank you, Ron.
See ya on the 10th.
On the 10th,
You
August
betcha.
10th. Okay.
That's a month away, because today's the 11th.
Yes, right.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay, some of the kayakers are on their way in. We're going to watch them as they get close here. They're way out at the beginning of the bay. Should be another one right there. Okay, these are the two. Man. Okay, boy, they're neck and neck. These are the first in from the 10K. Looks like that guy's ahead. Here's the finish line here. They're going to come right up. He is ahead. He is ahead. Boy, look at those arms. Ted DeVito! Ted DeVito, all-star in so many, and they're second. Now here's a standard one coming in, but I think that's Captain John. No, that's not. But he's coming in third, a stand-up. That is Captain John. He's moving. He didn't enter the race. He's just moving everybody. Good old Ted. Ted DeVito, Ted and Heather. He was kid. They're amazed he's 12 years old. A 12-year-old coming in fifth. Wow. How cool! 12 years old. How great. That's brother just came in behind him. Wow. Look at that canoe. They got 4 in it. Wow. The others way out there. They're spread out.
Number 303. For Conquer the Bears. Congratulations, Matt. You did a great time, man.
Well, I can't wait much longer. The 5K is going to start in about an hour, and I've got to get on my horse and get back over to the big city to film the Bowler of the Month show. So that's it from the 2nd annual PaddleFest at Captain John's Bon Harbor Marina. And don't go away, I'll be back after these messages.
Cruise around on Big Bear Lake or any waterway, check it out, the base. Go get a board. It's free. The boards are free. What more do you want?